Russ Jones, California State Naturalist here. I am currently off the 120, about 15 miles away from Yosemite, and about 10 miles east of Groveland, California, in a little place called Buck Meadows. Fascinating history here. What I'm going to show you right now actually allowed for millions of dollars of gold to be extracted from this area of the central Sierra Nevadas. You know, in 49 and 50 and maybe up to 52, the miners here, they were able to pan for gold, get a little bit of gold out of the streams, and then it dried up. Okay, so what did they do then? Well, they had to start blasting away all the old streams they found where the original gold was from. So what did they do? Well, they needed water. Is there water in Groveland and Big Oak Flat? Not during the summer. So this right here was constructed. Okay, so what you're looking at right here is a reverse siphon. And a reverse siphon is basically a way that you can get water from a high point to a low point up to a high point again. And there's lots of vegetation here. You can't see that way north, but that is a Tuolumne River Canyon up there. It's at a higher elevation before you descend again. So the miners had to figure out a way to get the water from the South Fork of the Tuolumne River over this little valley here. And in the 1860s, they built the largest flume in California history across this valley, from that peak up there to that peak up there, which is hidden behind the trees. Now, I have been up there, and I tell you, it was very, very high. In fact, this flume may have been about 100 to 150 feet up in the air. It would have come up there. And the thing was, the Golden Rock Ditch, the gold dried up soon. After maybe like 10 years, it was no longer used. And this bridge was not maintained, or I should say flume, wooden flume. And in the 1860s, it came down with a spectacular crash. This whole area is full of artifacts from those days underneath here. Okay, so here's the memorial. You can see the big Gat flume towered way above the pines and the oaks in the area. Let me go ahead and read to you what was put on this memorial by the Tuolumne County Historical Society. In 1859, a wooden suspension flume, 2,200 feet long, was constructed across this valley by G.W. Holt and August Conrad as a link in the Golden Rock Ditch system, which conveyed the water of the South Fork of the Tuolumne River to the mining areas of Groveland, or Garrodi, and Big Oak Flat. It was rightfully considered one of California's early day engineering marvels and is said to have been the highest major flume constructed during the gold rush period. The flume decayed and fell with a spectacular crash in 1868. In 1869, it was replaced by Andrew Rocca with an inverted siphon, the large iron pipe, which still remains in place as a monument to the pioneer enterprise.